Welcome back to Game 2 of IPL Season 1, Losers Round 1, in a matchup between Evil Genius's Machine and Root Gaming's Minigun. Now, Minigun, our Protoss player, hold on one second. Machine is saying that was a next cancel, yeah, and he is referring to the last game where Minigun went for the fake expansion, canceled the Nexus, and then went forward with the 4-gate push. Machine commenting that he doesn't quite know what to do versus that, and I understand it's a hard thing. You almost have to re-scout it, because you did a good job scouting it at the beginning, but then you almost have to re-scout it later on. So we get a little bit of insight there to what EGMachine was thinking as that attack was sitting there knocking on his doorstep. You must buy my cookies. You must buy my magazines. But Machine wasn't having any of that. He fought it off, unfortunately, at the end. He walked away with too many subscriptions and a bunch of cookies. So Machine did lose game number 1. Let's take a look inside this game as we've got ROOTMinigun spawning as the light blue Protoss here in the southern position on Shattered Temple. And we've got our Zerg player, EGMachine, spawning in the pink at the north base here on Shattered Temple. Pool does go down, and we did see Machine start with a pool hatch opening, 14 pool, 15 hatch, and we'll see if that's exactly what he's going to do here. Same opening for both players on this map. Now, we should talk about some of the differences on this map, as you may have played this one before as Lost Temple. Well, the layout as far as the bases are pretty much all the same. They're still the 4 bases that you would expect to see. Each base also has an expansion just like normal. But as you go further to the right, this is where a lot of the changes are. The cliff is gone. Bye-bye cliff. Destructible rocks put into the back here to make a third that not only you can claim by killing these rocks, but your opponent can harass by killing these rocks. So what we have are some dynamic changes that end up making the map much more exciting, not only to play on, but also to watch. Now, maybe it's not so exciting to have your back rocks being taken down, have a bunch of Zerglings move in, or a bunch of Zealots move in and do damage. But from a spectator's point of view, it gives a lot more options to our players. And hold on, we do have a second gas going down here for Minigun. He's just on the 1-gate cybernetics core. So that could mean a number of things, including a more tech-heavy build. Could be like 3-gate Robo. Could be Stargate. That could even be something involving the Twilight Cancel. We are going to have a Zealot come out first, and we'll try to stop this Ling from getting in there. And actually, there we go. Zealot is out. And Zealot going to block that hole. Probe gets away, no problem. More Zerglings heading on down. Hatchery is up. And what will Machine do? Obviously thinking about, that 4-gate might be bad. We do have a pylon over here as well. Now, he could use this pylon to hide tech, or he might just using it because it's a popular place for a Nidus worm. Maybe sometimes you have mutas coming in and you can spot them ahead of time. But we are going to keep a close eye on this base. Now, Minigun is going to chrono out that Stalker for that initial Zealot Stalker harassment. Very, very good. And he's also threw down a chrono on the Warp Gate. So what do we have back here? Okay, Twilight Council. So we could actually see DTs, or he could be throwing down gateways, potentially say go like Blink Stalker. Zergling got in. Zergling got in. He's going to cancel the Twilight Council. That is so not good. Minigun might have to change his plans here. He will manage to take out the scouting Zergling, but that's the one thing. Now, do we have the... Yes, we do have some harassment coming out here by this 2 units out here, and these Lings are going to be able to take this out no problem. Zealot's going to go down. Once that Zealot's down, the Stalker absolutely has to get away. Now, the Twilight Council was canceled, but is not out of the picture right now. You can see we do have this Stalker with a lot of Lings on the way. Speed is actually going to finish, however, before that Stalker returns home. So thankfully he does have a sentry here and will be able to force field. Oh, it won't. Oh my gosh. So my bad. I was expecting Speed to finish, but no, you can see that it's still going there. So the Warp Gate's open. There's the DT Shrine. The Dark Shrine going down. So, okay, we saw the extra gas, and just something that you can keep your eye on here when you're watching matches. We saw that second gas go down pretty quick by Minigun. Then, of course, we saw the pylon, which is way kind of out of the way. That's typically an indication that they're going to hide tech. Then the Twilight Council went down, and what was very smart about what Minigun did is that he canceled it to make absolute sure. What's this over here? Oh my gosh, Overlord is going to save the day as he sees the Dark Shrine going up. We're going to get a warp in, so Minigun knows that he's seen it. Okay, now Lair is only halfway done, and that means after Lair, he's going to have to make... He's going to have to make an Overseer. He doesn't. Yes, he does have an Evolution Chamber. So he's going to throw down a very popular combination. You throw down the Spore Crawler. That allows you to see or detect units. And then you throw down 2 Spine Crawlers. So you always have something at your natural that can kill it. In fact, a 3rd Spine Crawler is going to go down. And I think this is a really solid reaction. What he could have done is effectively made... Oh, my God. He canceled it. He canceled it, and he's going Blink. God, I love it. Absolutely phenomenal. And again, another smart decision. I was yapping about what Machine was doing to respond, but you can't always forget about what Minigun does to respond, and he responds by canceling it, a big fat X on that Dark Shrine, immediately going for Blink, and I like this idea a lot. Let's look at the Zerg and see what he's doing. Now, here's what's interesting, right? Spine Crawlers, a lot of them. That means that a direct attack here is not going to be so great. However, you get 1 unit up here to the high ground, or maybe an Observer's out. And then you blink up here, avoid the Spine Crawlers, and take out everything right here. But already Machine overreacted to that Dark Shrine. Well, I wouldn't even say overreacted. He reacted appropriately, but he does have 2 Spore Crawlers. And we are going to see the rocks going down for a 3rd base. I'd expect the same thing. And yes, we do have Lings taking down these rocks for a 3rd base. But I do feel like Machine probably wanted that 3rd base a little bit quicker. Upgrades being done is +1 ground attack. We also have Baneling speed, Burrow, and of course Overlord speed coming into play. Fake little Zealot. What do you do? Oh, I saw you, fake Zealot. And he got taken out. So he might be able to take out this Overlord as well. If he does, he will supply block the Zerg, but he's not going to move forward. Cannon up front. And he's probably wondering, hey, whatever happened to those DTs that were supposed to come to my base? That's probably not good. Now, right now, Minigun's stalker count is not amazingly high. But we will see it increase here. Now, I'm curious as to where he is going to put his pylon for reinforcements. Yeah, we'll have to watch for that, or he might just wait till he has critical mass on those. He's going to put some more pylons down. How many gateways? Let's count his gateways here. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. The Robo Bay is out. So, yeah, he might just use the Observer to get high ground vision and blink right into his opponent's base. Now, this Observer is going to have to be careful because the Spore Crawlers are there. It can take out an Observer very easily with a couple of shots. They are going to very wisely take out these Creep Tumors, and that will kill the Creep. But be careful, Observer. He's got to be careful. Oh, wow, he takes out a lot of Creep Tumors. And what is this Observer going to do? More Stalkers are joining in. More Stalkers on the way. So Observer's coming out. Uh-oh, it might be able to snipe this Queen. Queen, you went out too far. No! And here come Lings and Banelings, and a lot of them. Force Field going to completely cut off those Banelings. Oh, my God. It's a jail for Stalkers, but if I've ever wanted to be in a jail, I wanted to be in this Protoss jail right here. They feed you well. You get visitation rights. The Banelings completely negated in that battle, and I'm surprised he actually didn't. He could blink up there, maybe try to force field the ramp, but you can't get the sentries up there, so it probably is wise not to make too crazy of an attack here. We do have a lot of Banelings. 11 Banelings out. Uh-oh, he's going to morph some more in. He's going to force field the reinforcements. Is he going to blink up there? I think he might. I think he might. He's going to take down this Spore Crawler. He's going to... Oh, nice. He's also going to take out the Overseer. No, doesn't quite get it. but he's done a lot of damage here. Meanwhile, third base does go up. I do think that the Protoss is getting ready to attack here. Minigun moving forward. He'll be able to snipe that, no problem. Needs some force fields for these Banelings. Force fields do go down. Banelings are forced to move backwards. And at what point is he going to show? Now, keep in mind that Minigun has not shown that he has Blink yet. And here comes another attack. Does he have the energy for the force fields? He does have a few, but again, the Banelings completely cut off here. Some getting through there. Oh my goodness, such good force fields to block him in. And here comes another attack by Minigun. He's going to fall back just a little bit. Make some more force fields, and the longer that those Banelings have to travel to get to their opponent, the more time the range of the Stalkers have to take them out. Here comes another set. Lings coming in. A lot of Banelings. He's going to split out those Zealots, but oh, Banelings do an enormous amount of damage to the sentries here. But remember, Minigun is still sitting on Blink. He has not given away that he has this quite yet. He's got a Colossus out as well. So we look at the production, more Colossus on the way. So do we even have a Spire? Yes, we do have a Spire for Machine. He does have his third base up. What else do we have going down? An Infestation Pit. Minigun is not going to go in for the kill quite yet. He's going to go ahead and take out the rocks at the gold, secure that expansion. Looks like Machine has the exact same thing in mind. Third base of Machine, though. Check this out. Look at the drone count. Not looking as pretty as it does over here. And just taking a look at the unit counting station, 73 probes to 67 drones, 25 Lings, 5 Banelings being more, 14 on the way, 13 Stalkers. And it does look like this Protoss army is going to move out once again. Level 3 ground weapons being researched. And I cannot stress enough that, you know, with Blink, Minigun is in such a great position. His opponent overreacted by making a lot of Spore Crawlers that essentially will not get used. He's known that, so Minigun's kept his observers out of there. But what is going to really be able to deal with these Blinks if it ever... a lot of morphing Banelings here, just going to get devastated by these Colossus, and he does not want to let these Banes finish. Oh my gosh, he's going to almost take all of them out. A few of them do manage to survive. It was like those sad turtle stories where, you know, the eggs get laid, but not all the little turtles make it into the ocean. It was just like that. Banelings didn't make it. The gold base is going to go down as well. And, I mean, frankly, there are just not enough units to deal with this. We have one Infestor out, a lot of Banelings. Oh, here it comes. How is he going to deal with the Colossus? Well, the answer is he can't. He doesn't have Neural Parasite. These Colossus have Extended Thermal Lance. Better double check. Yes, they do. And one Corruptor is going to come out. This is going to end very badly for Machine. Corruptor's coming out on the field. Oh, you turned away too late. And Minigun with a great cancel. Thought that DTs were coming. Instead went heavy Stalkers. Had Blink. Didn't even have to use Blink this game. But had all sorts of options in order to use Blink. But this is certainly going to... going to drop the Banes on, but it's not going to be enough. EGMachine says GG because he is eliminated by ROOTMinigun, and Minigun moves on and survives another day, but he's still got a lot of tough opponents ahead of him. I'm DJ Wheat, and we'll see you next time for the next round of IPL Season 1.